Hey, this is Dwayne Bennett. I don't know where I got cut off at, right? But I'm talking about bad things happening, bad things trying to happen, but I'm not going to let that stop me. This is the lesson right here. Dwayne Bennett 365 Live. Dwayne Bennett 365 Live. The word to winning solution. I think this might be part two, or it could be a continuation of part one. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but just finished my run. Got out here before Dorian. Was getting my run in before Dorian supposedly is coming, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. And the point I was trying to make is that we spend a lot of time. I see you back with me. Let me know what happened. We spend a lot of time focusing on what may happen, what could happen, what maybe even should happen, and we do that with our goals, our dreams, our aspirations. A lot of times the weatherman said it's going to be bad weather. A lot of times people, you may get a report from some information from your friend saying this may not go right. You may tell yourself your mind, right? You may tell yourself there's going to be a challenge in this area, but most of the time these things never happen. Most of the time they never happen. And if they do happen, I believe, you've heard this thing called a self-fulfilling prophecy. I believe a lot of times we just talk things into existence. I believe in there's power of life and death in the tongue. And I think a lot of times that we talk things in existence because we're looking at the negative instead of the positive. We're looking at the glass half empty instead of half full. You know, especially with these storms a lot of times, and the storms could be a metaphor of the things that we think may happen in our life. You know, these storms, we are anticipating them, we're preparing for them, we're focusing on them, we're talking about them, we're doing all these things, and they never come. I am a living testimony to tell you that things usually are not as bad as they seem. I done been through some crap in my life. I done been through some crap in my life. I done been through some crap in my life. But even in the worst times of my life, what I imagined it would be was not as bad as I thought it would be. That's good. Even in the worst times of my life, even in when the stuff hit the fan, right? You know what the stuff is. When the stuff has hit the fan, even when I was at my lowest, passing through the system, all of those things I had in my mind how bad this thing could be, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And I think, again, we talk ourselves into the negative. We talk ourselves into seeing the glass half empty instead of glass full. And these self-fulfilling prophecies, they come out of here, what fear, and it's not reality, as opposed to what really happens. So I want us to stop thinking the negative, stop thinking the worst is going to happen, stop thinking just because something happened to someone else is going to happen to us, stop believing in false reports, stop believing in things that are not substantiated, but believe in the things, the positive things that you put into your mind, the positive things that you believe are going to happen to you, and believe in the glass being half full instead of half empty. But in changing the expectation things around, we should always expect the best. We should always expect the best. I think we just get caught up in so much negativity, especially in these times on the news, things we read on the internet, that things are bad, but really things are not as bad as they appear to be. All right, people want us to think that things are going downhill. We're in a recession. There's not enough money in here. Look, I live in a neighborhood. I've been in here 3 years, built a house about 3 years ago. They've never stopped building. Everywhere I go, everywhere I see around the world, right, they never stop building. There's always money. Everything I see across the states, they're always building, always money. I was on a ferry the other day. When I was on the ferry going across the river, I saw all these houses they're always building, right? I always see people getting degrees online. I see people spreading good stuff online on social media. I mean, it's just so much great things happening to people, but we get caught up on the negative side. Hey, Kim. So I just want us to change our expectation today. Just like, you know, when we have these storms, we have an expectation it's going to be negative, it's going to be bad, and it's never worse as it is. Sometimes it is, but in probably 90% of the times, things are not as bad as they seem to be. So I want us to change our expectation from expecting the worst to always expecting the best, always seeing the glass full, always hoping that things are going to turn out the way we say they are, always setting positive intentions for our dreams, our goals, and our aspirations. Always going forward instead of shrinking back. Always seeing ourselves with love as opposed to seeing ourselves with hate. Always seeing ourselves of being light as opposed to seeing ourselves of being darkness. Always seeing ourselves achieving our dreams as opposed to having dreams deferred. that's the way we move from worry to winning. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, never giving up, always going strong, always going hard, always giving our best, always helping someone else, always doing what's right, always taking the path least traveled, always going for it, always being a maverick, always doing the things that we know deep inside ourselves that authentically make us us and make us the people that we were born to be. That's what life is all about. That's what Word to Win is all about. That is what is achieving our dreams, our goals, and our expectations. They always have to be high. So I beat the storm. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it might be raining. I thought it might be cloudy. I thought it might be a lightning. But it's none of that, right? And I beat it because I went for it in spite of what it looked like. In spite of what I thought it would be, I went for it and I achieved this. This may be a small thing to you, but it's a big thing to me. Getting my running this morning, taking care of my health, taking care of my body. Now I'm giving generously of my time, of my experiences, of my knowledge to you all and to the people to help the world, because that's important to me. I'm not going to shrink. I'm not going to sit back. I'm going to play it big. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be everything that I was born to be. And I'm going to live where? I'm going to live on a winning side. I'm going to live on a winning side. This is Dwayne Bennett, 365 Live, speaker, trainer, and coach. And we're doing what? We're moving from worry, right, to winning. And I see you on the other side.